Hello and welcome to this After Effects certification preparation video. I am Luisa Winters. In this video, we're going to discuss Objective 1.5b. If you have not watched any of my other videos before, please go ahead to Certiport's website and download the exam objectives. The link is in the description of this video and really the description of all of the videos. All right, let's go on. In Objective 1.5b, we need to demonstrate knowledge of standard compositing techniques, things like lighting, color, scale, perspective, etc., etc. Let's get to it. Lighting sets the overall mood of the scene or represent the natural properties of the scene, such as time of the day, etc. Colors, when used correctly, can guide the viewer's eyes to what is important in the scene. Like we can use colors to tell the story or change the mood of the scene in its entirety. Scale and perspective. Scale is the size of the object on the screen. Perspective is a theory of drawing which allows the artist a way to graphically depict three-dimensional objects on a two-dimensional media, like a screen or paper or something like that. The rules of perspective are many, but assume that a single eye from a fixed point of view is looking at the subject. Then comes working in 3D space. 3D animation refers to the process of taking digital objects and making them come to life by creating the illusion that they are moving through a three-dimensional space. And of course, they aren't because our screens are flat, but the illusion is pretty good. All right, moving on, rotoscoping. Rotoscoping is an animation technique that animators use to trace over motion picture footage frame by frame to produce realistic actions. So rotoscoping I usually refer to as the art of removing wires. So the actor jumps from the building and, he's held by nothing. In reality, he was tied to a harness with wires and all of that. Then the rotoscoping artist in post-production comes in frame by frame, paints the wires out. So when you watch the movie, it looks like the actor really just jumped off of that building all by himself. All right, so moving on, masking is one of the most important features in After Effects. It can be defined as making some parts of a layer invisible, and masking can be accomplished in a number of different ways, but just know what masking is. This would be a good example of rotoscoping. So we're rotoscoping the leaf so that it's on top of the word spring. And the rotoscoping was accomplished via masking. Blending modes. Blending modes in a digital image are used to determine how two layers blend or interact with each other. So in some blending modes, some colors change, some pixels are made transparent. So it depends on the blending mode. I'm not suggesting that you learn what each and every blending mode do, but do go through the groups. See how they are separated here by lines, darken, add. So they are like sections, right? So learn what each section does. Moving on, let's talk about match moving. In visual effects, match moving is a technique that allows the insertion of computer graphics into live action footage with correct position, scale, orientation, and motion relative to the photographed objects in the shot. So the example of the text on the little branch and the leaf and all of that would be a good example of match moving. And in After Effects, that is accomplished by tracking. And this brings us to the end of this video. Thank you for watching and see you on the next video.